Cut out the jibber jabber. Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be bad. Cut out the jibber jabber. Don't be babbling like a fool. Say what you got to say. That's all. Then shut your dang pie hole.
Wow, that was a bit of a rough start. Welcome to the Prepared Mind channel. Zero Dark 30. Rolling out of the bunker, busting out into, well, rainy Florida. Oof, and it is a dark day, a dark night. And let's talk about what's going on. Folks, we've discussed scorched earth in the past. Basically, the principle that describes is things are bad, and the people who messed up, well, rather than giving up, going away, admitting guilt, instead, they go more than double down. They destroy everything in their wake. They destroy everyone and everything. Because that's what they do. They destroy shit. If we can't have it, they say, then you can't have it. If they can't have our freedom, then we can't have it. Oh, good golly. So what am I talking about specifically? Well, let me share. Let me share with you. The story came out that the FBI has been and continues to push out conservatives, Republicans, people who are not communists, and probably people who are not fruitcakes. So it's being investigated now, folks. And one of the comments is when this gets exposed, when this is out, there's going to be, and this is a quote, a mushroom cloud. Now, I don't think they're threatening nuclear war. What I think they're discussing is the fact that heads are going to roll and people are going to get busted. This is a big deal. Politicizing is weaponizing a government agency. Now, before we get too far into the FBI here and those thoughts, look, all bureaucracies are politicized. If the FBI obeyed the First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendment, Fifth Amendment, you see where I'm going with this, Sixth Amendment, Seventh Amendment, if they obeyed all of that, the left would call them a weaponized, politicized, right-wing extremist organization, right? That's how they would characterize them. And since they're going the opposite direction, well, your First Amendment, your Second, your Fifth and Fourth, and none of your rights matter. We're the FBI. So because they're saying that, we're like, you guys are completely off your rocker. You're not, you're weaponized, left-wing communist types. So everything is politicized, everything. Because the sides, the opposing factions are so opposed that the other seems to be extreme without question. Beyond a shadow of a doubt. So this is where we're at. The FBI has been weeding out non-woke, non-socialist, non-communist types. And now there's an investigation into it. And they say heads are going to roll. You know what I say? Nothing's going to change. In fact, this could get a lot worse pretty quick. Let me describe. Right, we've got the wounded tiger, the injured tiger syndrome going. Right, the left is hurt right now because Joe Biden is a real POS. Everyone knows. Everyone knows. They're a bunch of pieces of crap in leadership positions. And it's not going to get better. The leadership is not going to get better. The opposing faction, the Trump faction, right, Team Trump, is winning in the polls, has momentum on his side, is reaching out and making connections. He's communicating very well with people in a way they can understand, in a way they like, what they want to hear. So as a consequence, the injured tiger that's losing court cases, that's losing public support, right? They have the media, it doesn't matter. They have entertainment, doesn't matter. They have the news makers, right? That's government entities, and they're not winning. They're losing. So what are their options? Are they going to be investigated and allow themselves to be exposed as weaponizing the Department of Justice and the FBI, kicking out good agents so they can make sure all the agents in there are dirty, dirty, dirty cops? Not to mention dirty, wearing their little doggy masks and being freaks. It's nothing but trouble, folks. They're not going to give up and go away. They will double down, folks. They will go scorched earth. They'll destroy everything rather than let it be restored. Let us be free. They can't do that, folks. They can't. They won't allow us to have it. They'll destroy it first. Understand what I'm saying? It's not that we're not correct. And I hate to be a little dark on this, but this is how it goes. I can give you a really good example. In the early 90s, the early 2000s, Congress was asking some questions. They're wanting to know where the money went. Where did $2+ trillion go? Asking Donald Rumsfeld, Secretary of Defense, where did it go? The answer came the next day, when what appears to be a airplane-shaped missile strikes the Pentagon. 9/11. Airplanes strike the Twin Towers and Building 7 with the federal investigation of Hillary Clinton. Others falls to the ground without a plane touching it. They will destroy everything, folks. The administration being exposed, investigated. I remember this story. Oh yeah, exposed, investigated, and the militia movement is huge. Patriots are waking up, realizing their government is corrupt. So what happens? Well, the Murray building in Oklahoma City has several columns blown out from under it on one side of the building. They have a partial collapse. They're blaming a low energy, low explosive, not a high explosive, a low explosive, a fuel bomb. Right? Our vehicles take advantage of the explosion of fuel to operate. It's a lot of energy in fuel, but it's not the same. There's a lot of energy in a baseball bat when you swing it. Go ahead and swing your bat against a steel reinforced concrete column that's 4 feet thick. Doesn't matter how energetic and excited your bat is or how determined it is, it's not enough energy. Right? The bat will bounce off of that thing. Now here we are, right? Oh yeah, I forgot. When the Murray building went down, the investigative paperwork on the Clintons went down in Oklahoma City. Investigation, go bye-bye. Let's just be realistic, folks. When we see what's going on, we'll talk about it and we'll be positive and optimistic and look for the bright spots and the sunny spots. But recognize we're at war with the deep state. right? We've caught it, we've exposed it. They're like vampires operating in the dark. Well, we're shining light on them, folks, you and I, by talking about it. They don't like that. But the fact of the matter is, folks, they're going to go scorched earth on us. They've got all the power, all the equipment, all the money, all the tools to do it. So why wouldn't they? Why would they voluntarily give up and go, oh man, you caught us. Right? You got salt on our tail. I guess we got to give up. Chance favors the prepared mind is